Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Community Spotlight. We've got a special show this week. It is a little bit shorter than usual, but we've got a SaGa Frontier run here for you today. It's going to be run by Mito Requiem. Before we get into that, do make sure that we talk about upcoming stuff. As I realize, once again, I did not have my calendar open. There we go. So tomorrow is going to be Time Capsule. There's going to be some fun shenanigans with Time Capsule tomorrow. It's a show about speedruns that were released in the same year. So showcasing games that, came out at the same time and what their speedruns look like. But apparently there's going to be a little bit of time travel tomorrow, as perhaps maybe they're not all in the same year. You'll have to tune in to see what exactly is going on there. I don't know the details in specific, but that's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, SGDQ was announced that it's going to be online only. If you want to see updated dates and information, you can go to gamesdonequick.com. But I've got Mito Requiem here. Why don't you say hello?
Hello, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, and you're going to be running SaGa Frontier for us today. Why don't you give us the quick intro if people have never seen this game before?
So SaGa Frontier, it's an awesome game. You get, let me do some quick counting, 7 playable characters. I'm going to be playing the character with the green hair, Acellus. These games are known to have a lot of BS. Sometimes you'll just get into a situation where you just cannot win the fight and there's nothing you can't do. But that's okay, because I personally like the thrill of death. So
What a way to put it. Okay. And the estimate's pretty long here, but you said that's because some really bad stuff can happen if we get unlucky.
yeah, every single major fight, I'm going to be using a quick save feature. This game conveniently has a quick save and a reset built into the game. So I'm probably going to be using that before every major boss fight, because things could go horribly wrong. And yeah. But let's hope nothing does go wrong. I have some backup strats.
Okay. Well, I have confidence in you. Is there anything else you feel like people should know about this game before we get started?
If I'm gonna be honest, this run in particular is probably top 3. One of the worst in terms of RNG goes. I'd say the best one that won't really kick my butt would be Blue Story, but I really like Acellus, and I'm sure a lot of people in the chat that know this game love her too. So I'd rather just do a run of her.
Fair enough. And of course, we do have just the one run tonight. I want to thank Mito for being here. We had to switch plans pretty last minute. It was difficult getting a full show, so we've got a kind of a short show for you today, but I hope you all enjoy SaGa Frontier. I'm ready to get started when you are. Why don't you give me a countdown?
All right, let me hop in here. We start time on I don't need no system. I don't know. You'll see what it's on the screen. I'll tell you when. It is I don't need system data. Okay. And then I'll count down from 3 to go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go. So, not gonna lie, the first 9-10 minutes of this run, I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking. But once we get into the action, some cool stuff is gonna happen.
Is it going to be walking with purpose? Is it going to be exciting walking?
Well, I don't want to spoil what's about to happen in the first minute, but it'll be pretty cool for people that know nothing about this game. So this white-haired character will be the narrator of the story. She's gonna explain things from her perspective. You could probably read some of this story, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, English text is super duper slow. I should be playing on Japanese, but I want to play on English.
Hey, we're showcasing a game today, so whichever way you have more fun playing, that's the way we're showing it off.
Oh yeah, jump scare incoming right now. Wait, no. Wait for it. Alright, black screen. Alright, here we go. So Solace is woken up and she saw some horses. She was hit by a carriage and she's just woke up in this castle. She has no clue what's going on. And she's explaining that she was on an errand and then she got ran over by a carriage. Why would a carriage be here in this day and age? Alright, so we're gonna walk out. And then she's gonna examine this tomb casket. Now we're gonna explore. So, first things first, there's this cool tower to the left. I'm gonna go up here. And I'm gonna stand in this teleporter. And something cool can happen right off the bat. I'm not going to use the quick save feature for this, but this determines if the run lives or dies right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, maybe. Maybe I'm messing with you guys.
Oh, no.
Oh, she got stabbed. Alright, well, that's it. That's the run. Thanks for coming to the spotlight. Runs over.
Oh my god. That's some intense gyration going on up there.
Oh yeah, he's quite the guy. I'll talk more about him later. All right, I was just kidding. She's fine. It was just a flesh wound for her. But now she notices that she has purple blood, which is weird. Blood. Okay.
They really pulled out the sword right through the chest, like, instantly in this game. There's no messing around.
Oh yeah. So the guy sitting on the throne, he's like the lord of this castle. There's 4 races in this game. There's the humans. There's the humans, the mechs, the mystics, and the monsters. And so everybody in this room is a mystic, except for Estelle. She's a half human, half mystic. So she's a special race called the half mystic race. And she gets like some mystic mechanics that I'll be using on other party members, but I won't be using on her, and I'll explain why later. I guess TLDR, it's slow to use those and it's not very useful. SLS is useful for other stuff. So I'm gonna go change my clothes because we're not gonna be going through an RPG story with a hoodie and some shorts. We gotta look proper. We gotta look like a real RPG protagonist.
Oh boy. I'm bracing myself to see what a proper RPG protagonist is about to look like.
Let's just say Acellus is a woman with class. But the main guy we're talking about, Lug, I can't pronounce his name. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a lot of names in this game I've never pronounced out loud. I kind of just look at them and I'm like, alright, that's like green dude's name. I just call him Broccoli Man. Now we see Acellus. She has a nice magenta dress? Not good with colors.
It's like magenta. I can get behind magenta.
Something like that. Anyways, it's a cool dress.
It is a very bright pink.
Oh yeah. So So we're gonna explore the castle some more. So the main guy, or the main lord of this castle, I guess, likes to have a harem of women, and they're princesses that are themed after stuff. So Celis is the charm lord, and the person we're about to see right now is White Rose. Roses. She looks pretty cool. I like her design. She got a bunch of roses in her hair.
Is that why this whole section of the castle just has roses all over it?
Yep. And she's gonna explain to us what exactly is going on, give us more information. And first things first is we have to go into the room that I woke up in. But I don't feel like going through the explanation, so I'm gonna just walk out and ditch them. And so this upcoming room is supposed to be like a tutorial room that explains the mechanics of the game. I don't have to do it. I could just walk out and then it advances the story. And
I'm sorry, what? Theme here.
So that butler, he just told us how to get out. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to the guy. Cause oh yeah, I should explain. Celis doesn't want to be here. She wants to leave like ASAP. And this guy is just some random human here who happens to have a plane here, and he can get us out. But he wants money from us, so we need to figure out who has money. And out of all the people we've met, I think the person that would have money would be White Rose. I mean, why wouldn't she?
It seems pretty reasonable.
And just so you guys know, we're almost out. We're almost to gameplay.
I mean, this isn't the gameplay? Like...
Oh, Akuma's right there. Sorry. From Street Fighter.
It looks like Akuma. What the heck?
Just happened to show up real quick. Unfortunately, White Rose doesn't have any money, but she has precious metals. So we'll take her along. Why not? And I didn't talk to Akuma, but we'll be seeing him later, like much later.
He's not gonna like raging demon us or anything, is he?
No, he's actually a homie.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna get out of here, but before we get out, we need to visit. You have any World of Warcraft fans here? Anybody that like orcs? We got the only orc in the game coming up right now, this guy. And he does not like Celis at all. Because Celis inherited the blood of the lord of this castle. And he just thinks we're just some stupid girl. And I'm gonna purchase 2 items from him. First is the Azura. It's a very important item. And then the, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that, but it's an accessory. We need it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick save here. I do have backup strats just in case something goes wrong, but it's gonna be safe here. So, this game doesn't have random encounters. I could just walk past everything. Everything moves fast though. Including me. Sometimes it's hard to control myself. That was a pretty good section. No encounters. And now, we're trying to escape. The plane guy isn't here, Celis just decides to jump off, but plane guy gets here just in time, and we are out of this area. And we get a cool little loading screen with the white rose.
I did not get all of that from her sprite, so that's interesting information.
Yep. That's the theme with Saga games is... actually, I guess with Final Fantasy, specifically 6, the official artwork is very different from the sprite. Alright. So we're in Awami now. We are going to explore, find another mystic. And it looks like there is a water mystic signaling an SOS for us to find their daughter. So if I had to guess, it's probably in this big mansion. And this is the lord of this mansion. He's wondering why the heck we're in his mansion. And we tell him we're here for the water mystic, and he tells us to get out. And he says, "No, sorry, please wait." So for some reason, this guy is keeping this water mystic here against her will. Probably could guess why, because she's a mermaid. But we're gonna take her into our party and try and help her escape and get back to her family. But before we do that, need to equip this and unequip that. Whoops. He's wondering where we're going with her, but we're just like, can we just take a walk? Like, chill, dude. He's not going anywhere.
See ya, nerd.
So our first major battle, I'm gonna do a quick save here, just in case. This room can be pretty hectic. I need to grab the Sanctuary Stone, be useful to complete the run. And we gotta fight this big squid. First major fight in the game. It can go a couple of ways. Main thing is I don't want the mermaid to die. I put Acellus and White Rose in the back row because I'm just gonna defend with them, and there's an animation where they hop to the back. You'll see it later. And obviously it's slower. So this is a pretty standard fight. Maelstrom on White Rose and she's dead. That's okay. So I either want Ink or I want him to single target. Oh, he goes for White Rose, okay. She's already dead, leave her alone.
Wait, he can target people who are already down?
Yeah, so this game has a life point system. When you run out of life points, you quote-unquote permadie. I've never lost all my life points in this Saga game, but in Romancing Saga 2, if you lose all your life points, the character is just permadead. I assume what happens when you lose all the life points in this game is they're dead and you can just re-recruit them after a certain amount of battles, but I'm not too sure because I've never had that happen to me in this game. But yeah, that was the Awami section. Had a pretty decent fight.
So are the life points what you were using to buy those items in the shop?
Yep. So Acellus now has 3 life points, which I forgot to mention. If I lose all those, that's an instant game over.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How do you gain them back?
You don't. Not when you use that shop. So yeah, it's a little risky.
Do you gain more like as you level up, or?
Yeah, I think you can get some LP up in your stats. but we'll be fine. So now Acellus wants to go back to her house. And we have another major fight, and this one can go a ton of different ways. It could actually go terrible. I was practicing a bit, and I was like, oh my god, I'm seeing some stuff I've never seen before. So quick save here. So that's our aunt, and apparently Acellus has been missing for 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah. She's been asleep for that long. And she hasn't aged a day, so our aunt like freaked out and left us. And now the Fire Sage is coming to assassinate us and take White Rose back. So how I want this fight to go is I want him to hit me. Oh, perfect. That was good RNG. So check this out. From the grave.
That was a large amount of damage.
Oh yeah.
Did that do an LP damage as well?
No. So what happened is Acellus died, and then that activated the sword's effect, which is Ashura's revenge, and it does the Asura animation, but adds a little bit more to it and adds more damage, as you see. That boss has 2,500 health, so I just one-shot it, as you could see. So it did just enough. Well, not just enough. It was overkill.
Yeah, quite a bit of overkill.
So we're gonna learn Luminous. We're going to travel to Luminous. We're going to learn Shadow Magic for Acellus. And this part is pretty frustrating for me. I'm gonna be quick saving in some weird spots. I don't think other runners would quick save just to, guarantee that the run finishes, but maybe I have a perfect Luminous and I don't have to actually use the reset, but I'm still going to quick save. Also, to the top right, you'll see right now, that guy right there, his name is Silence. He can't talk, but his shadow can. And we're going to go talk to his shadow right now. See, there's my shadow. It's walking away from me. And I need to go get my shadow and beat it up. So there's Silence. So we let him know that we're going to help him out. I'm going to go ahead and quick save here. I need to get 200 credits. Ooh, okay. So in other situations, I could just fight the encounters. But in this situation, if I get an encounter, it's like an instant reset because Acellus can't kill them. And also I'd be using my weapon energy. And I need that weapon energy.
What is weapon energy?
It's like MP, but for weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like each weapon has like a set amount of uses? Are you able to recover it?
Yeah, you can recover it.
Okay.
Oof. Okay. We made it past that part. I'm gonna quick save here, and then so these are the shadows of all the protagonists. I'm gonna go ahead and tag the Acellus one and try not to hit the others. Okay, perfect. And any Persona 4 fans in the chat? About to face myself right now.
I'm sure there's a few.
Okay, so this is a pretty simple fight. A bit overkill, but my shadow could take it.
I'm sensing a theme here with the Asura.
Oh yeah, the Asura is no joke. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Silence. He just joins our party, no questions asked, just hops in. And we're gonna buy a spell called Hide Behind. And you'll see what that does later. I don't want to spoil it. And then I'm gonna equip some magic. So now, I think I did that quick save too early. Okay, cool. So now we have the water sage. This fight usually goes well for me, but we'll see how it goes. I use hide behind, defend. And then I got a level 2 combination. This is what hide behind does. Just kicks him in the butt, runs away. So, abilities in this game can combo. I don't know what the rate is. It just happens. Hide behind has a high rate to combo with other things, so that's why we use it. In a casual playthrough, hide behind is actually terrible. And that was a perfect fight. So we're getting some... Oh, I'm sorry, what?
So like when you know the ability system and what can combo with what, it's a good ability, but if you're just like playing it the first time and you don't know the combos yet, it might be pretty hard to make work.
Yeah, because it literally does nothing. I think when you play this game, you shouldn't plan to combo things, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You should just like plan to do big damage. And hide behind does nothing. Like the description says it distracts them, but I don't really know what that means because it doesn't provoke them or anything. It just, you just kick them in the butt and run away. That's it.
Thematically, it's great. Like,
yeah,
it's an ability where you just sneak up behind them and give them a booty kick.
Yep. So we're gonna sell, and we are gonna mess around with my minis real quick. So you notice that I was walking in and out to make the water sage spawn. I have to do the same thing with the green sage, but I need to also get in a battle first. So I'm gonna get in a battle real quick. And I totally forgot to swap White Rose's magic, but that's okay. As long as I get lucky right here. So we're gonna use Flash Flood because there's 2 monsters here. So hopefully it hits both. Okay, it only hit one. That's okay though, she can handle this. So pay attention to that animation. I'm gonna explain it later. The Mystic Sword animation. Okay, so we're gonna move her back, and then I'm gonna equip Flash Fire. Again, walk out. Walk again, quick save. And it's green sage time. So green sage, as with other boss fights, a lot can go wrong. So let's hope he's nice. All right, so no combo right off the bat. This fight might be a bit cursed. We'll see. Ooh, Spore. See how that hits. That might be a reset. Let's see. No, they survived it. Okay. Glad I waited. Okay, that might be a reset. Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
So the turn order in this game is weird. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously because some games are different, but it's based on speed and something else. I'm not sure. Maybe all my party members have a speed tie. That's a possibility. This game is like super duper complex. I still haven't like studied the ins and outs. Like this is one of my favorite games, and there's still a lot I just don't know about it. So let's try again and hopefully get a combo here. Okay, we got a level 2 combination from Acellus and Silence. It's really good. And I want one from White Rose and Rouge as well, and then... Ooh. Green Sage, stop!
So when you're saying the RNG could do bad things in the run, you're talking about this kind of stuff?
Yes. I think most runners would instant reset right now. kind of see how much damage I did. I think I could still kill this boss. If I get a combo again. If not, I'm gonna have to reset. That's not cool. Alright, that's a reset. So yeah, Green Sage is pretty mean. The Fire Sage is actually worse. So this game and other Saga games have a mechanic called the spark mechanic, where they just randomly, you know, light bulb appears above their head and they're like, Eureka, I learned something. So in that first fight I did where I wanted Acellus to die, Acellus could actually learn Deflect, which completely negates an attack. And obviously that's bad since, you know, I kind of want to die. But that's happened to me a couple of times. And another time she learned Cover Deflect, where the boss went and attacked White Rose instead. And she just covered her and deflected her. So this game is pretty wild. Ooh, that's bad. Why did you do that? This boss has 5,000 health, so if I get like another combination with White Rose and Rouge, we'll be fine. So I want him to attack Acellus, honestly. Okay, so right there, a spark just happened. Rouge learned how to dodge Spore. I think if I get one more implosion, the boss will die.
Risking it for the biscuit?
Yep. Ooh, why? Why you do this?
He's being mean today.
Oh yeah.
So are these like minions of that guy we ran away from that are all attacking us? The sages?
Yes. Yeah. He sent out the big boys. Also, just to give you a general idea of how crazy this run can be in terms of RNG, the world record run actually has a reset in it on one of the bosses. So getting the god run on this category is a bit crazy. And would you believe me that there are other categories in this game that are worse?
Yes, I would. I've seen some crazy RPG runs in the past, I believe it.
This one is pretty mid-tier in terms of bad stuff. Ooh, Rouge dodged that. Okay. Everybody, please survive this. Okay, level 2 combination. Alright, we're in the money right now. We might make it out of Green Sage. So I just need another combo to happen. Perfect. See, that should have happened the first time.
The game just wanted to showcase the bad RNG, you know?
Oh yeah. I was having such a good run. Might even be PB pace. And it was like, nah. Alright, so getting all those stat ups and gonna move around my party a bit here. Oh, well. Not before he introduces the next person to come after me. Enter Princess Lion. Her blood is boiling. She wants to do stuff to me. She wants to hurt me. Okay.
I appreciate that the bad guy always has dramatic wind flowing through his hair and robe.
Yeah, dude, he's so cool. Okay. So with these encounters, I mean, I guess it's like any other RPG, right? It's random. If I get like one enemy or two, Um, but in Saga games, how many battles you do can like influence your I'm sorry, my brain just shut off. It can influence the like what happens in the battles. Like for most of this run, yeah, well, it'll influence like what appears in a battle. So say if like I just straight grinded my HP to like 500 HP, then end game monsters will appear everywhere. I guess it's easier to say that it scales with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Boss fights kind of scale with you a little bit. In other Saga games, I'm not too sure about this one because I've never encountered like a completely different boss fight. But I guess Romancing Saga 2 is a good example. Whoops, let me equip here. But in Romancing Saga 2, a fight where you have 500 HP can be totally different from a fight where you have like 200 HP, for example. Like maybe you'll get into a boss fight and then there's an ad that appears. But if you have lower HP, it'll be just the boss and no ads.
So you trying to stay at like a sweet spot of how powerful your characters are for this run then?
Yep. So it's better to sometimes just straight up reset if you get an encounter because it could ruin things. All right. Looks like Lion Princess wants to be mean to me too.
She just got finished telling the king how she wanted to be mean to you.
Yeah. So that Ashura Revenge ability you saw earlier is the only way that we can win this fight. This boss has 7,000 HP, and usually if Silence activates Ashura Revenge, he'll do about like 7,098. So just enough to kill the boss.
Is it not a guaranteed trigger when you go down?
If she uses Will Slash, which she just did right now. So, I'm putting the Asura on Silence because he has higher stats, so he'll do more damage. But he just needs to either die or get hit by anything that isn't Will Slash. And she just happened to use Will Slash on him, so... For some reason, Will Slash cancels out Ashura's Revenge's effect. It might be coded to do that. I'm not sure. But it doesn't work for some reason. It's very strange. So give me a smash. Okay, well, stuff like that happens too, where Silence goes first. So if Silence goes first, then you can't activate Ashura's Revenge. So unfortunate.
So like it only goes off if you were going to use Asura, but you die before you're able to use it, kind of thing?
Yeah, if you die or you get hit.
Okay.
So like for that first fight I did with the Fire Sage, I have a strat where if I notice Acellus has 80 HP, I'll know that she'll survive a hit from the boss. So I'll just take White Rose out of the party completely to make it consistent. Sheesh. This is the last, like... Well, I shouldn't say the last one, because the final boss fight's pretty crazy, too. But the other fights aren't as crazy that are coming up. It's like, I can react and plan accordingly to what kind of luck I'm given. But with this one, it's like, Ashura's Revenge or nope. And fun fact, the world record run actually had a reset on this fight in particular, so...
It seems a little bit rough.
Yeah. Because there's really nothing else you can do. Yeah! Thank you. So check this out. Check out the damage. So I was 10 points ahead or not 10 points. I think I said 7,089, but 7,000, or no, I don't remember what number I said. Anyway, she's dead. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the mystic mechanic and why this run is even possible. Mystics are very powerful, and they're like the blue mages of this game. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You say
So they
blue
have,
mage, and I'm like, oh.
yeah, they're like they have 3 abilities: Mystic Sword, Mystic Boot, and Mystic Glove. And we're going to this tomb to obtain 2 skills, Assassinate and Blade. And we're going to learn those in our Mystic Boot and our Mystic Sword. Now, I'm not using it with the Celis, because the Celis just straight up doesn't have the stats for it to be worthwhile. She's better just being a hide behind bot. So this fight can go terribly too. They can learn deflect. They can't deflect the boot, but they can deflect the sword. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Mystic Boot first to learn Assassinate. And okay, no deflect. Cool.
So do you learn abilities from like what enemies you kill, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can learn different abilities based off of what weapon you use too. So that you saw that was like the same enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the boot, I learned Assassinate, but in the sword, I learned Blade. So, and we're gonna walk in and out to get us another party member. Broccoli Man's back. So, going to swap White Rose and him, and I need to get the silence. Take that off. And, oops. Menus in this game are frustrating sometimes. Okay, quick save here just in case. And same thing, I want a Mystic Boot. And I want a Mystic Sword. Now, when I kill these skeletons, I do get like some relics from them. One was a sword, and this one's a shield. I actually use the shield. I don't use the sword at all. It's not very useful. It's pretty useful in a casual playthrough, though. Quick save here, just in case I make a mistake. Alright, I think I might fight this encounter. Oh yeah.
So from this point on, you're just gathering like specific abilities from enemies on your mystic characters and trying to make combos, or like what's the plan here?
So yeah, we're gonna be making some big combos, and I hope you guys can see them.
Oh no!
Because again, It is random if I get combinations or not. But I can still salvage the fights. So that is what it is with Mystic runs.
Are we aiming for any chances of like more than 2 characters combining at any points?
Yeah, we can actually do 4. Actually, we can't do 4 right now. But I think we could do 3 right now. So Butler guy's after us, and he is the Hunter Knight. Doesn't look like his sprite at all.
No, not even close.
Okay, so... Oh, whoops, I made a mistake here. Okay. Level 2 combination. This boss has 8,000 HP. Okay, use Charm, that's pretty good, because it's not going to work on anybody. Yeah, level 3 combination. I've actually never seen this combination before. So he has like, what, 2,000 health left?
You said he had 8,000?
Yeah, he has 8,000 total.
He should have like 3,500?
Yeah, that sounds about right. This should do the trick. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's barely short. Like
Barely.
300, I think.
We're fine though, Implosion should finish him off. So yeah, that boss is usually pretty nice. I've never had issues with that boss before.
So what I'm getting from the text and the story is that these the mystics are a little bit like Highlanders, and they can kill each other and absorb each other's energies.
Yep. Yeah, Ciauto, I think that's his name, mentioned that he absorbed Rastamon. But what's strange is that Rastamon, spoilers, appears later. I don't think he's actually dead. But he absorbed him somehow.
Mysterious.
Yeah. So now we're gonna head back to that mansion because the Devil Squid has a really good ability for all my mystics. And for some reason it's called Tiger Rage. Even though it's a squid, but you know, I'm not gonna question it. Okay. Whoops. And I totally forgot to equip the relic on him. So this shield is really nice because it's waterproof and bulletproof. And the squid does water damage, so need to block that. And the bulletproof may come in handy later for the final boss fight.
Maybe. Possibly.
Maybe. If he decides to use bullet-based abilities. Oof, had to pause buffer that.
Yeah, some of these dodges look really tough.
Oh yeah. There's one later that's a nightmare. I had to come up with a setup for it. Okay, so what I want to happen here is I want a combination with oh, I made a mistake here, but we're okay. I got my mystics confused.
I find it interesting you come back here and the squid is back.
Yeah, this boss for some reason respawns every time. Not really sure why, but he does. Okay, I am just soiling it right now. That's what I wanted to do. So with this squid, his HP hasn't changed at all. It's still 3,000. So I want a Mystic Glove and Shura into Hide Behind. And I got the combination, which is nice. And then he just gets absorbed into my glove. And that mermaid from earlier, we're gonna get her back right now. And she will be very useful. She might even save the run when we fight the final boss.
I like how she's like, order me however you wish, I am your slave. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I'm joining anyway.
Acelis is not about slavery, so that is also why she's best girl. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a minute.
But now the boss is back again.
Yep.
What the
We're gonna
heck?
be... We're gonna fight him a grand total of 3 times. Okay, I got bad luck. I don't want the Mystic Glove to go first. I want that to go last if possible.
Oh, you want the other attack to weaken him so he can be absorbed by the glove?
Yes, correct. But it seems like Silence had other plans. He wanted to punch him and he wanted to punch him now.
Silence seems to have his own plans quite a bit this run.
Okay, cool. So we're like almost towards the end of this run, and some of you may be wondering where Akuma is if you care about him. He's coming. Gotta buy the season pass first, though.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so upset. Why would you bring up this pain?
Don't worry, I feel the pain too.
I didn't expect this pain to come from a SaGa Frontier showcase.
Alright, so we're in a maze. I do remember how to get out of the maze. Whoops. It's so hard to control these characters in this game. Like, people that have super crispy movement, I have such respect for them. So we're finally out, but White Rose isn't with us. She decided to stay in a labyrinth because that's her penalty for disobeying, and Salis is really sad about it. Our party decides to leave us. And then there's Akuma. He shows up. And yeah, he's gonna join our party now. And then we exit, go back in to get the rest of our party. If I just left, then my party would have stayed there. So that's kind of weird. And guess what? We're going back to that squid. Wow,
Yeah.
I've managed to dodge that every time. Going back to that squid because we need Tiger Rampage on Akuma. I feel like Akuma should come equipped with it, but he doesn't. And that's the best luck. That's what we want to happen.
Now we have 3 different mystics who has absorbed the large squid man.
Yep. They are very powerful. So now we're getting out of here. That pill bug's been pretty nice too. I am happy with how this has gone so far, except for the green sage and the lion princess. I wish they were a bit nicer. Alright, so it is time to head back to that big old castle and beat up Orlug. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's Orluge? How do you pronounce that?
I don't know. Like if it was an O, it'd be like Orlog. But like with a U, I don't know.
Okay. So, these are some hard dodges. I'm gonna quick save on this. Bait him over here. Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I messed up there. There is a setup where you just bait one of the boars, but the other boar could still come at you. So it's a bit scary. And we don't have White Rose, so encounters go by really slow without her. Alright. I'm gonna try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna fight the encounters. I'd only have to fight one, and then just book it from there. Worst case scenario, we fight 3. And we don't want the worst case scenario. Pixie, come over here. Alright, awesome. These ones are usually pretty nice. Yeah. So we're back here where we started. Now a lot of Japanese fans love this this line here where she's like, "I'm Acellus, open the gate." I was looking at some character popularity polls, and Acellus is like #1 in Japan, and that's the line that made people like her. So pretty cool line. Just walks up, open the gate, I'm here. So there are some items that I need to pick up over here. It's going to be, oh, not the light rifle, the earring, and the power bow. And now, big dodge time. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this encounter. It's just one frog. Gonna punch it. Hope there's no frog fans in the chat. I'm sorry.
I see a single frog emote in chat. So I guess there was one.
That was actually a scary dodge. And then right here, I'm gonna quick save and bait this pill bug. Be nice. Okay. That one wasn't nice though. Hello?
What the heck?
Okay, this is still fine. Need to walk in here. This refreshes my party's weapon skills and life points if they've lost any. Oof. Pillbug, please. This room is also scary. As you can see. Okay, just one fairy. I'm getting lucky on my encounters, because sometimes you can get encounters where it's like 4 enemies, and that's not good because you want to be punching and not use your resources. You want to save your resources for boss fights. Okay. Whoops. And I'm gonna have to do some equips here, except for the part where my positioning is a bit off. Okay. So we're not going to be using the Azura anymore, but it does give us some really nice stats. So that's why we equipped it here. And I noticed I got a Genbu shield drop, so I'm going to go ahead and equip that on Zazoma. It's going to be very useful. Or Akuma, sorry.
I was going to say, who's Zazoma? Paid good money for that DLC.
This boss theme, top tier. That's one of the reasons why I put up with all the BS this game gives me, because the music's just great. And as I was saying that... Ooh, okay, that's not good. Level 2 combination, not ideal, but at least we got a combination. This boss has 10,000 health. We only have to kill the Batman in the middle. Oh, he got a combination on me. Oh no. Alright, that's a reset. SaGa Frontier. Wait till we get to the final boss, though. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know until that moment that enemies could combo as well.
Yep, they can. And we got a level 4 combination, so he's dead. Yeah, what's crazy about SaGa games is anything you could do, the enemy can do. And sometimes they could do it better. Alright, so that's Batman. One turn. That's how the fight should go all the time.
Every single time.
Every single time.
That was a large amount of damage.
Oh yeah. Asalis is just barely learning her mystic abilities. That's funny. And Lion Princess is back. Now, fortunately, we don't have to defend on Ashura's revenge to kill her. We can just hold the circle button and see if we get a combination. We didn't get a combination! Woo! Can you get a level 3? Oh, you're not even a level 3? Really?
Uh-oh.
Okay. I guess it wouldn't be a GDQ stream without me saying I've actually never seen this happen before.
Well, why is it gonna happen? Every time.
Whoa, what is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. I think we're still okay. Alright, I've never seen that ability before either, believe it or not. See, this run's exciting because it's just like, I'm gonna see something I've never seen before every time. Okay, that fight was a bit rough, but we made it. I'm gonna walk up here, and there's Rostbon. Supposedly he was absorbed, but he's gonna give me the Pluto armor and disappear. And now it's time to equip our mermaid. All she's gonna do is, whoops, that is not what I want. I want the Pluto armor, I want the magic wear, and the hearing. All she's gonna do is she's gonna be a heal bot. So how healing in this game works is there isn't like a resurrect spell or anything. If you get like a regular cure, you'll come back to life. So she's pretty useful for that. But usually how healing works in this game, if it's not an item, is you have to spend life points for it. So it's kind of risky healing in these games. So that is Orlog, and we're gonna fight him. And here's the funny thing about Orlog is that he could literally, like, say you're on world record pace right now. The run could just die right here, turn 1, depending on one of the 3 mistresses that he summons. So let's see if he summons the one that I want. Ooh, okay, that's the one I want. So, gonna life rain here. We're gonna hope for a combination, but if it doesn't happen, it's okay. We just want nobody to die. So we got a level 2 combination, that's perfect. Ooh, okay, so that bulletproof I was talking about just came in handy right now. Because that salamander spell is considered a bullet. Okay, so this is a pretty good fight. It still can go bad. Let's see what mistress we get next. Okay, this one's okay. The portraits in the back interact with the fight, and I just want the one on the left to interact with the fight, not the middle one. So now combo, that's unfortunate. Level 3 combination, still pretty darn good. And if the boss is gonna kill somebody, I want him to kill someone right now, and preferably not the mermaid. Was that cockatrice? Okay, that's death. That's fine. We'll take that all day. So, if it was a Phantasma shot that was a cockatrice, then he could petrify one of my party members and permanently take him out of the fight. Okay, so this is the best portrait look. This is the one you want. Because it only increases the damage, doesn't increase speed or anything, doesn't modify abilities. The middle one can make single target abilities hit the entire party, and that's why it's really bad to get that. That's usually just a straight up reset. But most of the time when you get hit in this fight, you're gonna die anyways, so it doesn't matter if the damage gets buffed anymore. And this is perfect turn spacing too. This is an insane fight.
Because so now mermaid went last, so like it healed them? Is that what you mean?
Oh wait, I'm sorry, what?
It's perfect because the mermaid went last, you mean?
Yes. You always want the mermaid to go last. And now he's summoning all his mistresses for a final attack. And I need a level 3 or level 4 combination. Okay, I got a level 3. So he should be dead. Let's see if he dies. Okay, he's dead. So that's the fight.
Is it possible to get that far and then not get a high level combination and have to reset?
Yep. I think time stops on him disappearing. So I will call time. Yeah, now.
Alright.
That was an insane boss fight.
So we got a mixture of good luck and bad luck on this run.
Yeah, dude. That was insane fight. Oh, okay, so I need to explain this. So Acellus can have 3 endings. She has the full human, she has the half mystic, and then she has the full mystic. Now, in order to get the full mystic run, I believe you have to use the mystic mechanic, and then you have to do something with an NPC. And that's what I would consider the bad ending. This is the good ending to me. This is the half mystic ending. And also something about this game that's pretty creepy is the ending portraits. Oh, okay, full mystic is get the mystic spells and don't save Gina. That's right. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This was a crazy run, actually.
Yeah, we had both ends of craziness on that run.
Yeah. That final boss fight was the only thing I was kind of sweating bullets over, because I was like, I can totally go wrong. And that, okay, the ending portraits are so weird because they use the in-game models, I think. I mean, these.
Yeah, it looks like it. That's so weird.
Yeah. Also, it's worth mentioning that the purple-haired girl to the left of Acellus, she's a secret character. I didn't even know she existed. Like, every time I saw this ending as like a kid, I just totally ignored her existence. But I didn't know who she was until I played the mobile game. So
That's wild. There's a secret character in the ending screen.
yeah, because she's supposed to, I guess it's like intended that you recruit her, but you don't have to. Yeah, Princess Ray, that's correct. And she is in an actual game. You just have to do special things to record her. And yes, there is a mobile game. You guys should. It's called Romancing Saga Reuniverse. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in Saga real quick. Play Saga, it's cool.
If people want to get into Saga speedrunning, where should they go?
We have a Discord. You can personally message me and I will help you. There's like a ton of great runners out there that will help you get into Saga speedrunning. I really love Saga games and I think they're cool speedruns even though they're big dice rolls. So yeah, if you want to message me personally on Discord, if you're interested, you have a Discord. My Discord's Mida Requiem, #1528, or you can find me on Twitter. But yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks again for being on, and of course, like I said at the beginning of the show, this is a shorter show today. We had to kind of change plans at the last second, so we weren't able to get a bunch of people here today. But just want to say thank you again to Mito for being here and showing us this game. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me on. I think I'm gonna grind out this game, but what I usually do is Mega Man speedruns. It's been a while. I've just recently rose from my grave. But yeah, Mega Man speedruns. I'm a also known for Fire Emblem, but I don't do speed runs of Fire Emblem. I do challenge runs, like, because I'm a sweaty nerd. But but yeah, that's me. Saga, Fire Emblem, and Square Enix games.
Yeah. So yeah, check
I
out
guess.
Mito. He's a cool person. But we are going to call it there for today. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Time Capsule. I think we've got 3 different speedruns of mostly the same year. There's some sort of time travel shenanigans happening. Tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, where you will see exactly what's going on. And of course, if you want to stay tuned with the plans for Summer Games Done Quick, it has been announced to be that it's going to be online only. And as well, if any of you have Twitch Prime subscriptions or bits laying around, all of our subscription revenue as well as bit revenue this month is going to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. It's a really good cause if you're not familiar with it. But we're going to take a quick break, play a few ads, and then we're going to raid someone who's speedrunning currently. So why don't you stick around and cheer them on, but otherwise we'll see you tomorrow.